Hello, everyone. I hope you had a very nice Thanksgiving. Please don't come at me with this is stolen land shit. We all know that's true. Can we just enjoy something, anything, maybe? Um, I actually had two. I was at my dad's yesterday, and I had Thanksgiving with them, and then I went to my friend's house, and they hadn't even started eating. So I took an edible, and then I had another plate because I'm an absolute fat ass. Um, and that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. I've got Danielle, who's been a longtime friend of mine. She found me on a podcast or so, and I'm just going to let her tell her story, and then I'm going to talk about a couple other things, and then I'm just going to let her play music. Um, Last time I had Matt Welsh on, he played some music, so I'm going to have Danielle on. Hi, girl.
How you doing, Micah?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm not gonna talk into the mic.
Your chest tattoo came out incredible.
Oh, thank you. It's starting to scab up a little bit. I hate that part of the healing process, but it
Yeah,
is what it is. But
yeah, I hear you. I'm completely inked up with you.
I
Yeah,
love tattoos. They're addicting. Once you get one,
completely.
it's over with.
Yeah. So I've got like 14 now or 19. I don't even remember.
Oh my
Um.
God.
So let's start with this. So tell me, where did you find my work? Because you were very emotional about it at first when we first started talking. I was hoping you could talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah. So I found you on Leak Project. I was a long follower on Leak Project, even in my Christian days.
My
And
good buddy
so,
Rex there. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I just love him. So even though I didn't at that time vibe with Rex Bear, I still continued to watch. But then I went through a process of awakening. I thought I was awake, but apparently I wasn't. And as you know, awakening is a process. And I started noticing things because I was a 11. I studied for about 11 to 12 years the Bible every day. I was in it. I could quote scripture, all that stuff. But there was things that didn't line up for me. So then I started because I just can't go with the whole, hey, because that's how it is thing with me now. If something sticks out, I question it. So I started doing some research. I started watching more Leak Project. Started looking into. Uh, I actually, because I went down a rabbit hole, right?
Yeah.
Um, I started. You're a good friend, and I'm having a moment because I'm talking, and so I'm almost 50 years old. So that hormones and everything, my brain starts going all over the place. But Maxwell, and then also Santos. So I started, but Santos, I love him to death, and he's such a mind full of information. But it's hard for somebody who is new to really follow what he's saying. And I'm sorry, I have 4 dogs. Hey, that's enough. Ozzy, get away. And yes, my dog's name Ozzy Osbourne. Um, so anyway, make a long story short, I love Jordan Maxwell, but he would just give you little bits and pieces. And then I caught you on Leak Project. And here I am going through the dark, you know, what do you call it? The dark night of the soul, because everything that I thought that I knew just it came crashing down when I started connecting everything. And then you came on to Rex's channel, and I was like, oh my God, here's somebody talking astrotheology where I can grasp it. I can understand it. It makes a lot of sense. And that's when I reached out and contacted you because I was trying to get my YouTube channel back going again, which they went in a whole different direction. But that's another topic. But I had you come on so that you could do it for the people who were following me, who, when they first started following me, were fellow Christians. And probably some of them still are. I probably lost them, to be honest with you. But who knows? I probably gained some more people because they loved hearing what you had to say, too.
Yeah. If you ever feel like you have too many religious friends, just tell them that you watch me. That's all you got to do.
They're either going to love you or they're going to hate you.
Mm-hmm. There's no in between.
There is no in between.
But yeah,
I've
that's
lost
what
a
Jordan and Santos are my mentors. There's others like Bill Donahue, Dave Matheson, Bill Cooper, for example, that talk this stuff. but I didn't really get into that. I mostly learned from those two until I started doing it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm the best in the world at this, but I do think that it might be safe to say that I'm the easiest to understand out of everyone out there.
Definitely.
Because I could take a brand new person who's never heard of it, and in one presentation, they'll be like, oh, wow, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess that's what happened. But you were like super emotional at first. Like, were you dealing with some things?
Oh, I was dealing with a lot of things. So when I had just lost my mother when
Mm-hmm.
I contacted you. So I went through that. She was in hospice, and I took care of her myself.
Mm-hmm.
And my
Mm-hmm.
mom,
Was it home hospice or was it?
it was in my house.
It was
And
home hospice. Okay.
yeah, home hospice. Yep. And she had no ability to use her legs or anything, so we had to use a lift with her, and so it was a lot. And so she had passed away just a few months before I contacted you. I started getting into the haunt that I work for and started doing the makeup. So there was a lot going on, and I was just towards that peak of the dark night of the soul.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who don't know what that is, it's just basically you wake up to things, and everything that you thought you knew is not, and so you're
Yeah,
hungry for
spiritual awakenings are painful, by the
it.
way. If they're
It
not
was
painful,
extreme.
if they're not like shake you to your core painful, you haven't had one. It's that simple.
Yeah,
Like,
I
this is
just,
universal. This is nothing new. This is a universal concept. You have to unlearn everything that you've learned. And
and
it's a
then you start really learning you. I'm finally at a place where I'm starting to really know who I am, where I've spent my whole life really not knowing me,
mm-hmm.
just being the person that I thought everybody else wanted me to be. So it's still a process. I'm still going through some things. Of course, it's never going to end. You're always going to have those ups and downs, but yeah, I was definitely very emotional because I was still like questioning the whole, and I still am, to be honest with you. I'm kind of probably where Rex Bear says he's agnostic, where I just don't know with some things, like the whole Jesus thing. That's probably the hardest for Christians to get past, because you form this bond with this individual that you're taught about.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you start seeing, oh my gosh, Son of God is really the Son of God. And then you start going, well, was this guy even real? Was there somebody here? And, you have other people saying, well, he's Anunnaki or whatever their
Right.
theory is, but you don't have anything concrete.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really challenging thing for people to get past. But from the theological perspective, I just really, really love how you lay it out. Your book series, even though I didn't have a freaking dime to my name, I scrounged up what I could so I could buy the books. And I've been reading those. I've been too busy to finish the last couple that I have, but I think I'm on like book 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're fun. It's kind of like Dave Brownish, meets, you know what I mean? It's really cool. And I was a big Dan Brown uh, fan back in the day. So, yeah. So, believe it or not, I come from a witchcraft background. So,
No.
Catholic, witchcraft, and then born again Christian. And then I don't know what you call me now, esoteric junkie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just doing my thing, living the dream.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
The other thing about Danielle that you guys should know is that she is an extraordinary artist. She has actually drawn 2 pictures from scratch that I'm going to have in my 9th book, which I'm going to come out with. And of course, I'll give you a shout out in the dedication page for it.
I'm just a part of it. That's all.
Yeah. And she's an extraordinary artist. And she does. Do you want to talk about your little makeup thing that you do? Because you're phenomenal at it. You're a scare play cosplay. Is that what it is?
Scare actor. You can call it cosplay too. So I have a TikTok. If you is it okay if I plug it? If you want to follow me,
Plug everything.
Okay. If you want to follow me on YouTube, I'm Celestial Piper. On TikTok, I am Art the Clown of Monroe, MonRoeNC. And or you can find me as Celestial Piper because I got 2 names on there.
Now, Art the Clown, that's the one that you usually go by. That's from Terrifier, right?
Yes. And the funny thing is I really don't like the movie that much, but I love the character. So I fell in love with Art the Clown because he's both scary and funny at the same time. And he's what blew up my channel. So these are kind of like alter egos in a way. I got all these different characters I play on there. But he's the one that blew up my channel. I didn't think it would take off with that, but it was all a simple me tooting the horn at my friend who's playing Michael Myers, because it was a scene from the movie and everybody just thought it was hilarious. And next thing you know, 4.4 million views. Whoa. It was just a off the chance thing. You could spend time and time and time on something and you don't get the amount of views you want. I'm sure you can understand where I'm coming from, right? Yeah. And then you put something up that you just kind of did off the fly and it blows up. I don't get it, but
right. That's
but
incredible.
yeah,
4.4. Wow.
What was that?
That's incredible. 4.4 million. I remember when you messaged me when it hit 1 million, and I was like,
"Oh,
damn,
no, I'm so freaking excited!" And then now it's like 4.4. I'm like, "Wow!" I'm still getting comments on it, and I'm like, "Wow, really, guys? It's not old. Like, it's old for me. I get bored. I can't stay in the same thing. Hence why I have so many different talents."
So from start to finish, how long does it take you to actually do the prosthetics, the makeup, and take and get art ready to go out in public?
Yeah, Art the Clown can take, if I'm having a good day, 2 hours. If I'm having a bad day, it can be up to 3 hours because it's a full face prosthetic, and I made the prosthetic. Most people that do Art the Clown, they're wearing masks. And not to knock them, there's some really, really awesome mask wearing Art the Clown actors out there. But the real actor uses a prosthetic, and I wanted it to be the same so it can move with my face because he does the best facial expressions. You know, like
yeah. Yes. I try not to watch too many scary movies anymore because I don't want to let that energy in.
Yeah, and
but I used to be big into them. You know, you're my favorite scary movie of all time is The Fourth Kind.
That scares the crap out of me. That to this day, that movie scares me.
Yeah,
because it's very spiritual.
It's
it's not like a serial killer on the loose.
I don't know if you've ever listened to my channel when I talked about this, but you know the Insidious movies, right?
Yep.
Have you seen them?
Franchise.
Have you seen them?
I've seen all of them.
The second one, do you remember what it was about?
Yeah, it was after they went back. They moved into a new house, and he actually got possessed by the thing from the first movie.
That was when the kid astral projected and got lost, and he had to go into that realm to find the kid. So they had to put him under. This is a horror movie, and it's just wildly esoteric too. Talking about freaking all that kind of stuff. Astral projecting in a horror movie. It's insane. But yeah, no, so that's basically what you do. And you're also, how long have you been playing the guitar?
I've been playing the guitar since I was 33. I'm 48 now. And the funny thing is I picked up the guitar because I wanted to be a worship leader at church. Yeah. The irony.
Okay. I'm sure you've seen me on Facebook with all my Christian albums of the day.
Yeah.
Very sad that you couldn't release yours. I'm sure we can come up with a fun title.
I tell you, all those people now, they're like, they don't like any of my stuff on Facebook. They're like, she's turned to the devil.
Yeah.
It's just acting and art. I really actually don't like, I don't like a lot of especially serial killer movies and stuff like that. I couldn't even sit through, even before I became a Christian years ago, I couldn't sit through Hills Have Eyes.
Right.
I got to the trailer part and I was done.
Right. Silent Hill, things of that nature.
Yeah. Now, the cool thing, going back onto Insidious you were talking about, I've actually done that. So we've talked about the Hat Man. I know you've talked about it on your channel. And I've experienced that several times. I'm able to leave my body. That's freaky. I've even ran into a reptilian in between. Did
you see the silver cord that was attached to you?
That's the funny thing. I've never ever seen the cord. but I've never looked down. I'm going to have to tell myself next time when that happens, because it usually just randomly happens. I've never made myself do it.
The second you, well, I don't know if this is entirely true, but in a dream, the second you tell yourself to do something and you do it, the dream no longer becomes a dream. It becomes a lucid dream where you're controlling the avatar.
I can control my lucid dreams. So when I realize in my dream that I can, the first thing I do, Micah, is I'm going to fly. So I start flying.
Okay.
I'm such a child.
So I have you on. We're about 15 minutes in. I wanted to give you some time to play some music because I've only had one musician on before. I'm trying to get another one, but he's a pain in the ass. I've known him my whole life. But I wanted to get you on and just to basically whatever you feel like playing.
Sure. I'd like to end it with a song that I wrote, if that's cool.
You can play as many songs as you wrote yourself. It doesn't matter.
I have a funny one too. So why don't we start it with my funny song?
Sure.
So just so y'all know, my mom taught me how to sing when I was 2. So I'm not the best guitar player. I do a decent job of faking it.
Well, from talking to you, your schedule is booked, right? For right.
Most people don't realize. I mean, I can play. I play good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm no Vi or anything. So, but yeah, this song. Give you a little backstory of it. There was a article on Google, and it was a woman in the UK who claimed that she was marrying a ghost.
Yeah, I saw that. And then isn't she the one that also said that he disappeared?
She said a whole bunch of things. I mean, he gave her a ring and everything. So everything that was in that article is literally in this song. So there you go.
I remember writing on that comment when I saw it on Facebook or Twitter. And she was like, he disappeared. And I went, so he ghosted you.
That's a padum.
Yeah.
That's good, Micah. Well, let me know if this is too loud. And I have a pretty strong voice, so if it gets too loud, just like put your finger up. Yeah. I'm very heavily influenced by Joel, so you probably could tell in this song. The gentleman died at the age of 35. The Victorian soldier cut down at his prime. Loving her the only way love goes can. By flickering candlelight in a good wind. She can't see him, but she knows when he's there. I took hold in the shower to make her aware. When chills down the spine, no word, no care. The kinky ghost. Not even death can hold back this deadly affair. Well, this woman says she's marrying a ghost. This kind of love affair is not like home. Best man is in hell, the guests are dead. From what I can tell, well, this woman says she's marrying a ghost. This kind of love affair that's not like home. Woke up to a diamond ring on the pillow by her face. Question offspring on the bathroom mirror that he traced. A proposal of marriage is than my living. Well, this woman says she's married a ghost. This kind of love man that's not like most. This man is in hell, yes I'm dead, from what I can tell. Well, this woman says she's married a ghost. This kind of love man that's not like most. Usually I do a chorus thing, but I'm just going to go into the next verse. She wants to be married in a church, have a big white wedding. Yet the priest only wants to exercise her demons. Just was uncomfortable in churches, born to rescue for him. I wonder why. She's frustrated because people can't see her vision. Well, this woman says she's married a ghost. That kind of love affair that's not like most. This man is in hell, yes I did, from what I can tell. Well, this woman says she's married a ghost. This kind of love affair that's not like most. This kind of love affair that's not like
Have you ever tried reaching out to this lady?
No, I never did. How do you think she would take that, though?
I don't know. She's probably married to like a carburetor or a tree right now.
Well, you know, somebody else married an alien, and Jack Sparrow.
Somebody married Jack Sparrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a ghost named Jack Sparrow, or named Jack, but she's got a thing that she uses for the ghost that's Jack Sparrow. So basically, she's just manifesting what she wants in a man.
I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just so goofy. But this is the kind of stuff that that our newspapers just like fawn over. They love these stupid stories. They love them. And they don't post anything esoteric, spiritual, or anything that we really need to do. No, you just have to find out about the girl marrying the ghost.
Exactly. I remember when I saw that article, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta write a song. It was supposed to be, but it ended up being, it's a pretty good song, you know, but it's funny.
Yeah. So the guitar was fine. Your voice, try and push it a little harder if you can.
Oh, you can't hear me too much?
No, we hear you. Just try and push it a little harder.
Okay. Do you have a choice? You said you like alternative. I got a bunch of stuff on here. What would you like to hear?
You can do some 90s alternative.
Okay.
I know my demographics are usually from like 35 to 54. That's where the most of the people are. So it's right around there. So you could put like 90s.
Okay. Four Non-Blondes, Alanis Morissette, Pearl Jam, Radiohead, Audioslave, Green Day.
Ooh, do you do Like a Stone?
Yes, I do. One of my favorites.
Do it. I love it.
What was that?
I love it. I love that song.
On a cobweb afternoon in a room full of emptiness, I freely I confess was lost in the pages of a book full of death, reading out a dying lonely because waiting rest anywhere we wanna go. Yeah, my destiny. I will praise God and angels to take on anyone who will take me to heaven, to a place I was called. I was there so long ago, but I was through my mistake. They led me on. Yes, Lord, how I long to be known by all patiently. I'll wait for you there. Like a stone, I'll wait for you there. Long, long. And all I read till the day was gone, and I sat in regret. All the things I've done, for all that I've said, all that I've wronged, and I pray till my death. Wander wrong, and Lord, how I long to be round my road. Patiently, I'll wait for you there. Like a stone, I'll wait for you there. Lord, Lord, yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
That's an amazing cover.
I love Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell, miss him,
Him and Chester.
right?
Yeah. Do you like Pearl Jam?
I do, but real quick about Chris Cornell and Chester. Do you make anything about the fact that were they actually working on a anti-pedophile movie? They actually were. Like that's a fact. Okay, that was a fact. Okay, and that's why they had to go.
Yep. From what I've seen, other people showing it looks legit to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't really like saying things are a fact, but
Mm-hmm.
I really think that one is.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
But yeah, Pearl Jam's good.
Okay. That, Nirvana, Three Doors Down,
Sure.
Green Day.
Yeah, all of it.
Okay. This one I actually learned for a guy that was at a place they're no longer open anymore. But he's like, "Hey, you do some Pearl Jam next time you come back." So I always learn new stuff constantly for people. So.
Mm-hmm.
At home, drawing pictures on mountaintop, with him on top, living yellow sun, raising the feet, dead legs, in full summer on his love. Daddy didn't give attention, no, to the fact that mommy didn't care. Finger on me, wicked, who wrote this world? Finger on me is spoken, finger on me is spoken, Clearly I remember picking on the boy, seemed a harmless little boy. We unleashed the lion, gnashed his teeth and victory says they express. How can I forget? They hit me with a surprise left. Oh, my jaw left hurt. Oh, I'm rock with open, just like today. Oh, like the day I heard Daddy didn't give affection, no. In the boy was something that mommy wouldn't wait. He never knew we cared. Oh, Romeo's word, Romeo's spoken. Romeo's spoken. Romeo's spoken. From the back
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. So we did Chris Cornell. Well, we did your original, then we did Chris Cornell, and then we did Pearl Jam. You should do that at a show. Do Chris Cornell, and then Pearl Jam, and then do Temple of the Dog, where they actually sung together.
Yep, Temple of the Dog. Didn't they do Black? I haven't played it in so long. They did Black Hole Sun, right?
No, that was Soundgarden. Temple of the Dog did that song. I don't mind stealing bread from the nuts. That one.
Soundgarden. Temple of the Dog. Oh, they did they did a cover of Rustic Cage. Yeah, I think. I haven't learned that one yet, but yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Going back to what we were talking about earlier with the astrotheology, how has that, like you said that I was very easy to understand, but how has that helped you, so to speak?
It's freed me.
Really?
I would say, I'm not afraid to die, blah, 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 all that other stuff. But I really am not now, if that makes any sense. it's really hard to put it in the words, to be honest with you. So when, as a Christian, they say, "Who the Son sets free is free indeed." You know, that's like thing you always say. It's actual scripture. I couldn't tell you where,
Mhm.
but honestly, I never really ever felt completely free. You know,
Mhm.
uh, even though they say that there's no condemnation of those who are in Christ.
Mhm.
Another scripture. Um, you still feel condemnation.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Where I don't feel that now. I'm more free, a better understanding and a grasp of things. I see things much clearer. I'm open to things more, where I was closed off to things. Um, and I'm hungry for more knowledge because, I only skim the surface of stuff. So,
Mhm.
which is good, where, you can be very closed off in a belief system and it
Right.
can hold you back from things. You know what I mean?
Right. It's predicated on fear of death.
Yeah.
It's predicated on fear of death, and then the fear, and then just how judgmental the church folks are. Right.
Sadly, I mean, there are some really good-hearted people.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
I feel continuous. Well, I don't hate anybody. I love everybody,
Mhm.
but I mean, I joke around and say I don't like people. What it is I just don't like. I'm an empath, so
Mhm.
I feel deeply, and then I'm on cancer on top of it. But anyway, I
Mhm.
feel deeply. So it's just going out there into that energy, and especially this time of year. When I say I don't like people, that's what I mean. It's not really the people I don't like; it's the energy that come off some people.
Right.
Um, I have a more understanding about that in myself now, where I probably would have feared that as a Christian. Oh, that's witchcraft. Well, if
Yeah.
anybody knows about witchcraft, I do. And I could tell you right now, a lot of the stuff I did as a Christian was witchcraft.
Mhm.
It's the same thing. We used to have prayer meetings and we were a bit Pentecostal. So some of us would speak in tongues. I interpreted the tongues. Okay. I was getting downloads in my head. Well, it was like having a seance
Mhm.
and me being the medium. So, you know what I mean? I mean, it could have been total crap, but there was stuff that came through. So I can't say it was crap.
Right.
I was tapping into the universe. So,
Mhm.
I mean, I understand that now, but, as a Christian, I was like, oh, God's given me all this stuff. But that's a rabbit hole I can jump into. I'm not going to do that.
Mhm.
I'm a very EBD. So it's like, squirrel.
Mhm. So this work actually helped you leave.
Yeah, it did. I had already left, but I was still hanging on to because I was a worship leader.
Mhm.
So I had left the worship leader, and then when I started seeing things, and this was before I actually met you, I left the church because I didn't feel that I was in a good place to be there. You know what I mean? But I was like kind of like on the fence, and then I started pulling away more as I learned. And then when I saw you, you helped explain things a lot better. So if anything, like you helped me feel better, if that
Okay.
makes sense. Because I was still feeling some guilt and all. Did I do the right thing leaving the church? Because it tells you never to add or take away from the book. It also tells you, I always said I would never stop being a Christian, and here I am doubting everything that I learned. So if anything, because when we met, I was still going through that horrible darkness of not knowing where I was.
Mhm.
You helped me see things better and understand things better.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I love the little friendship we got. Just became, you always message back, which is cool. So if anybody ever messages Mike, if he doesn't get to you right away, he will get to you.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
So, well, thank you for that. I appreciate you explaining that.
total truth, man.
So, what song would you like to do next? What do
All right,
you?
time do we have? Because I definitely want to end with.
We've got 20 minutes.
Okay, cool. Um, let's do too many good choices here. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do Allison James.
Okay, which one?
I'll let you choose. Down in a Hole or Rooster.
Ooh, whichever you feel like playing. I don't. I like them both.
I'll do Down in a Hole. I'm going to adjust this a little bit.
Sure.
I give this part of me for you. Sand rains down and here I sing, holding breath I was in down in a hole and I don't know if I can be saved. See my heart, I decorate like a grave. Don't understand they thought I was supposed to be. Look at me now, I'm the one who let themselves be. Down in a hole, feeling so small. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I like to fly. My wings have been so denied. Down in a hole, and they put long stones in their place. Feet in the sun, so my tongue hasn't learned of the taste. I have been guilty of kicking myself in the teeth. I will speak no more of my feelings in down in a hole, feeling too small. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I like to fly. My wings have been so denied. If baby something I give this part of me for you. There rains down and here I sing. Oh, every breath I was in.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Do you know any Metallica?
Sort of. I could play a teeny bit of it.
No, it's okay. What is a happy song that you know?
A happy song.
Happy song.
Happy song. A lot of songs aren't happy.
I know. I know.
Oh, here we go. I know a happy song. I got one. See if this takes you back. All right, let's see. It sounds happy. Let's put it that way. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. I like watching the puddles gathering. All I can do is just walk from two to two. See my point of view, and it's not fair. It's not fair. Just want someone to say so, I'll always be there when you wait. Yeah, oh, I like to see my dreams not stay. So stay now after day. I don't understand why I keep on saying my song to play, but there's no way. All I can do is read a book to stay away. Never try life away, but it's a great escape. 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 All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. You don't like my point of view, yes, I'm the same. It's not saying, it's not saying. Just want someone to say, oh. I'll always be there when you wait. Yeah. No, I like to keep my dreams not staying. So stay with me now every day. Now every day. Now every day. Oh, yeah. Wanna do it all every day. Oh, every day.
That was a happy song. Thank you. That did bring me back. You know, I'm not gonna say where you live, but you are in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
When I came down from
It's
when,
fine.
when I came down from Long Island, New York, and I went to Daytona to do my content house, my layover was in North Carolina. If that happens again, I'm gonna try and because I didn't have a big layover.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and stretch that a little bit. Maybe give a couple hours between, and then maybe we'll go have lunch or something.
Yeah, that would sound awesome. Yeah.
You're not far from the airport, are you?
Now, like half hour, 40 minutes. That's not far down here because everything's further away. So
Right. I got you. But yeah, no, I definitely will.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
I would love to meet you. So okay, we have about 9 minutes left. Why don't you do that song you
Yeah.
were talking about, and
Yeah.
then we'll spend the last couple of minutes just wrapping up.
Okay. So it's sorry, it's not really a happy song.
It's okay. It's okay.
But it's perfect for what we're talking about because this came from a bunch of different places. So not a lot of people know. I have 3 autoimmune diseases, and
Wow.
I have small fiber peripheral neuropathy. So I deal with chronic pain all the time. I do not take any pain medicine. Don't want to be on it. So I just kind of grin and bear it. It was a rainy day. I was having a bad, woe is me day in pain. and missing my mom. And I'm still kind of going through that dark night of the soul. So this is coming from that. So
What is this song called?
it's called Abyss of Nothingness. It
You
sounds.
can tell me that ahead of time. That's fine. You know what that title actually kind of reminds me of. I guess Marrying a Ghost, maybe.
Yeah,
In a sense.
in a way.
Yeah.
It's what's funny is I got to play it in Nashville at the Commodore Girl. So
Yeah.
I can say that I'm a recording artist because they actually recorded it on video. And my name's on the wall there, so it's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Chaos all around me. Death is all I see. Just lost in my darkness, even for who I used to be. Can't take another day. This is not my reality. Wearing my cloak of pain, of shattered pieces of me. Why are we here? Where is our home? When there's nothing and nowhere to go. Trapped in this hell, nothing's all I see. As I lie and wait for my journey to the abyss of nothingness. Just another day as this life persists. A cycle of torture and pain. I just breathe and exist. Why are we here? Where is our home? When there's nothing and nowhere to go. I'm trapped in this hell and nothing's all I see. As I lie awake for my journey to the abyss of nothingness. Why are we here? Where is our home? When there's nothing and nowhere to go. Trapped in this hell, nothing's all I see. As I lie awake for my journey to the abyss of nothingness. Just lost in my darkness, even beautiful I used to be. Sorry, I always get emotional at the end.
Okay, those chords are haunting. They are so good. You only have two, right? You've gone
two
back.
two original songs.
No. I'm talking about on the chords that you just had.
Oh, there's actually just two during the verses, but there's 4 chords in the chorus.
Okay, yeah, because just going back and forth, it was very haunting. You know who you would like, just based on your personality and everything? Someone that I think you should look into. You know who I think you should look into?
Who?
Lacuna Coil.
Oh, I love Lacuna Coil. She's amazing.
You should learn "Heaven's a Lie" and come back on and play it. That's an amazing song. Yeah, Lacuna Coil is great. So we've got a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
I just want you to tell everybody, first of all, where they can find you.
Yeah, so I'm on TikTok a lot. I did not want to go on TikTok, but I actually went on TikTok because you went on TikTok.
And then I got off TikTok because
and I end up blowing up on TikTok. So I'm on there the most, but I do post shorts on YouTube. So YouTube, I'm Celestial Piper. You can find me as Celestial Piper on TikTok. It's a lot easier than the whole Art the Clown of Monroe MC. So, and I'm on Facebook, but I as Danielle Hewitt _solo artist, and that's where I post my events. So that's different things. So the TikTok thing is pretty much for my cosplay, scare acting stuff, and SFX work and makeup.
Right. You recently entered a contest and you made it pretty deep into it.
And then I didn't get far, but that's okay. I would have gotten to meet Kane Hodder, which was cool. But people donated money, which went to helping children. I don't know how much of a percentage actually went to the children. Of course, I get leery about that stuff. But I am going to be doing an independent film. I'll be doing makeup for a guy. It's a friend of my friend's. She wasn't able to do it, so she gave him my name. And so Tuesday, we're going to do a short little video near where I live with me in full zombie makeup. So,
and guys, if you're on Facebook and you're following me here, I will repost it. I will share it. She is incredible. Like these prosthetics are insane. What was the other one that looked like the Wendigo that you did?
Oh, it is a Wendigo. It really is not the accurate portrayal of a Wendigo. Right. It's the deer head version of the Wendigo because the actual is more human looking. And I made that. It's paper mache, really.
Have you ever thought of doing the Donnie Darko bunny?
Yeah. So her name is Sadie Sadistic, and so she's basically a cannibal, which, if there's anything that freaks me out the most, it's cannibals. Funny, right? And it's a rabbit. It's a human. It's supposed to be like a human face with rabbit ears sewn to it. And she makes jokes, does really dark humor jokes, and basically entertain the crowds at the haunt that I work for.
It's an incredible outlet, what you're doing.
It's awesome. I get to insult teenage boys. It's the best. They usually are the more the jerks at the haunt because they usually say stupid stuff to you. I actually had one hit on me, a teenage boy.
That must have made you feel creepy.
Yeah, that was. I end up like breaking character, but not breaking character. I'm like, so my avatar, she's 48 years old, and he's like, well, I love cougars, and I'm like,
oh no!
You know the difference between your life and a knife? And he goes, what? And I'm like, a knife has a point. And all his friends started busting out laughing, and he was like, oh. Wow. It's a great outlet.
Yeah, amazing. So Danielle, thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to put this up right away, and I will send you the link so you can share it everywhere. Follow her on TikTok. She is viral on TikTok. And just check out her cosplay stuff, dude. She's a wonder. She's so right-brained, such an artist in so many ways. So thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to put this up right away, and I will talk to you soon.